Massive Star Wars leaks for Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, have hit the web. This possibly spoils the end of the film and one of the craziest twists in the movie. And I can't help myself, so we gotta talk about it.
It's like the news, but for nerds. Subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Today's shout out goes to Mr. Cool Man. Indeed, Natasha's dad is named Ivan. We will do another nerd card question at the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you. I'm, of course, Josh. This is the Den of Nerds, and we are shifting gear into some crazy Star Wars news. But I do want to remind everybody we are doing another Avengers Endgame fan chat live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be spoiler filled. We're going to go over all the spoilers for the film, bring your questions. We're doing Q&A. But for now, we must talk about this insane Star Wars news. Now, these leaks and rumors actually hit the web about 2 days ago, but I, like probably many of you, were just wrapped up in Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones goodness and wasn't really paying attention to the leakage or rumor mill surrounding Star Wars Episode 9. And while all of that was going down, the craziest leaks that we have ever gotten for Star Wars hit the web. And I want to say, before I get into the actual spoilers here, if you don't want spoiled for this movie, you should get out of here right now. But I do think overall it will be very hard for people to avoid this specific spoiler as we head towards Episode 9. This is too crazy and it's way too early. So many people will just write this off as impossible. Therefore, it will get spread around. And unfortunately, I think it might be accurate. Reddit's gotten a lot better, especially in like subreddits that have to do with leaking and, proving things about films. They've been much better about figuring out the credentials of these people and figuring out if these leaks are accurate or not. In fact, just this morning, a post came out on the Star Wars Leaks subreddit basically saying that we really believe that these leaks are real and that this person is credible. So if you don't want to know what's going on in the film, maybe avoid this subreddit. And on top of that, MakingStarWars.net and Jason Warren and the team over there, they have been on this stuff as well. And Jason actually just did an article talking specifically about what we're about to talk about here. And he also believes that it is true. Okay, this is your last chance. Get out of here if you don't want spoilers, but all right, here we go. So, obviously, since the Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer, everybody's, big question has been, what's up with Palpatine? How is Palpatine going to return? If he does return, what's the deal with all of that? So let's start from this leak with the fact that Palpatine will not be back physically, or at least physically in his old form. He has some kind of spirituality or ghostly presence. He has preserved his life force, but I don't think he has a body. On a side note, I do think we will see Ian McDiarmid playing an older Palpatine, but I do believe this will be some kind of force back vision, something that sort of gets them to the end of the film, maybe with Rey's abilities or through a hologram or something like that. Now, this is where it gets really, really crazy. Apparently, Matt Smith, who has said in interviews recently that he is not in Star Wars Episode 9, nice try. Yeah, Matt Smith. So apparently he is going to play a person that willingly lets Palpatine possess his body. And then Palpatine sort of becomes this younger and really, really strong version of himself. Apparently then, Kylo Ren and Rey do have to team up again to defeat this younger Matt Smithy Palpatine person. So then after they defeat Matt Smith, the Palpatine spirit just goes into Kylo Ren and possesses Kylo Ren. And Kylo Ren, even though he's dark side and that's how Palpatine can get in, basically because he feels drawn to the light and he's sort of split as a spirit, he's able to sort of fight against Palpatine long enough to not kill Rey and ask Rey to kill him. Next, it says that Kylo makes the ultimate sacrifice in order to defeat Palpatine. And what a lot of people are thinking about that statement is they can't decide whether or not Kylo's going to actually just kill himself so that then Palpatine has no vessel, or is he going to sacrifice the idea of Kylo Ren becoming Ben Solo once again, redeeming himself, seemingly sacrificing the dark side version of himself to defeat Palpatine. And I gotta be honest here, I feel like he's gonna kill himself. I feel like that's the ending, and in a lot of ways it's a really cool metaphorical example of a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about with Kylo's arc. So I think it overall fits. Okay, so let's talk about the craziness of this. Why did this happen? How did this happen? What should we do now? And what does it mean? So first of all, flatly buy it. I buy that Matt Smith is going to be a dark side user, possibly a Knight of Ren or another apprentice of Snoke or something like that. And he will be on a mission to sort of resurrect the Emperor, and he will allow the Emperor to go into his body. I believe that. In fact, I actually thought that Matt Smith was going to play a young Palpatine, and I thought they'd go the clone route, where this is just a cloned body or something like that, and potentially they still could. Now, this leak still appears to be in broad strokes, and if you read a lot of the articles like the one that Jason did on MakingStarWars.net, he can't confirm a lot of different aspects to the story. And so even though this is out there somewhere, like there are definitely parts of this that are real, they can change things. This could have been concept from months ago. There's a lot of different things that can happen in the production of a movie, but this does appear to be a way more accurate look at what they're going for in this movie. And what's crazy is we're getting way more way sooner than we did with The Last Jedi. So with The Last Jedi, there's a lot of mystery, a lot of things that we didn't know. If you look at Endgame that just came out, they did a pretty good job of sort of hiding a lot of this stuff, or at least throwing a lot of misdirection out there. But the thing about Star Wars is, because there are not a lot of people out there speculating, breaking rumors, trying to create fake plot threads, there's not a lot of misinformation out there. So when something like this happens, it sort of just plugs up the forefront of news. And it really feels like this is just gonna be a thing that everybody knows now. And I'm kind of disappointed in that. I mean, I don't know what the answer is exactly there, but I feel like these studios need to get better about understanding why these leaks are happening, how they're happening, what stages of production, what production companies that they outsource stuff to, whatever. They need to figure out a better way. Maybe that's a lot more misinformation, but I mean, it's kind of disappointing, although I do think that this is freaking dope. Like the Emperor thing coming back, are you kidding me? Rey and Kylo Ren fighting a young Matt Smith Palpatine? I mean, that sounds pretty dope. And that's gonna do it for this one. I wanna know what you guys think about this. If you made it through this video, are you salty? Are you mad that you know this? Do you hope that it's changed? Do you think it's amazing? Do you think that it will change? Whatever your thoughts are about this particular leak being real or not, and also what they should do now that this is out there. Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the name of the little droid that is now BB-8's new sidekick? This was revealed during the episode 9 panel. What's the name of that little droid? Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.